bitches? It's your girl, Buffsuki69, and today I'm here to play the Stanley Parable once again. So I looked it up. I looked up if there was in fact a way to get out of that situation. There wasn't! Fuck you, Mr. Narrator, fuck you. Anyway, we're gonna see if we can fuck with him some more instead, because that seems like a good alternative to not being able to do what I want in this game about choices. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Alright, how are we gonna fuck with this game today? Let's see.
All of
now.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yes,
Stanley
yes, I know.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep. Whatever you say, we're going there right now. Okay. Let's see. Still nothing in any of these rooms. Still can't open any of these doors. Why did you build so much office if all the doors are locked? Oh my god. Alright.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to try something. I think if I remember correctly...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
interesting
well.
choice I can make
Perhaps he wanted to
over
stop
here.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep, admiring employee lounges. Ooh, it's so nice. Look how
Yes,
dirty and
truly
gross
a
it is.
room worth
And it's so great
admiring.
and boring.
It
Oh
had
my god.
really
Okay,
been
here we
worth
go.
it. Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And nope, going right past it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah. You've said that. You've harassed me already. Alright, here we go. So instead of jumping off, what's on the
Look,
other
Stanley,
side of
I
this
think
gap?
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm
yeah.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
And then what was your
There's
psychotic
someone you've
breakdown
been neglecting,
just now?
Stanley.
The last time I
Someone
played?
you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
Okay.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who, GLaDOS?
She's been waiting.
I don't want GLaDOS in my life. What are you, her boyfriend or something like that? Oh god. Oh no, I've been an aperture this whole time.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I don't want this. Okay. This isn't terrifying. Oh.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
I have a wife?
Right. Okay, there we go.
I'm
All right,
married?
now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
Or, oh.
Gotcha. Oh,
I
come
hate you
on.
so
Did
much.
you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get
well,
you to see
17,000
something.
people on
Come
YouTube
inside.
can't be wrong.
Let me show you what's really going
Just
on
saying.
here.
Oh god.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No, I can't go anywhere. Ah! I don't wanna!
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he
Hello,
pushes
wife.
is a reminder of
How are
the
you doing this morning, wife?
inconsequential nature of his existence.
You look lovely this morning. There's
Look at
you.
him there,
Lost
pushing
you for a
buttons,
second there.
Doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
I'm not doing any of those
One
things.
might
I'm in
even
my
feel
apartment.
sorry for him, except that he's chosen this
A
life.
really sad, depressing apartment.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
That's right.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
That's why I play
And each
video
day that he
games.
returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, He stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
This is all a dream? I'm gonna crack open a cold one with the boys! Let's crack open a cold one with the boys!
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
And to prepare
As he
dinner.
wandered through
Oh
this
no,
fantasy
no, there
world,
goes my
he
kitchen.
began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Wife, what's
Down
going on,
one
wife?
path lay an enormous
Wife?
bound room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh my god!
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Love you, wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh, go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Okay. Nah, I'm bored now.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
No, I'm in my
How can I
office.
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
That's why I do
How can I get him
this.
to see what I see? How
Why
can
do
I make him
YouTube?
look at himself?
So I'm not slowly killing myself with work I don't like. Question
I
nothing.
suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
Stanley pushed a
die!
button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Oh. Hello? Hello? Well, that was depressing. I don't like that ending.
All
That was
his
not a
co-workers
fun
were
time.
Gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
420 blaze it. Just a little bit. To forget the existential dread. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, this is so stressing, it's making me yawn. Okay, we're gonna go down this way. See what different choices we can make, because I know there's a couple more. At least.
Yet there was not a single person here
Not
either.
alter without
Feeling a
consulting
wave of
whiteboard manager.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
We're
boss's
broke.
office, hoping he might
Financial
find
panic
an answer
meeting.
there.
Boss's inspection. Group 42 times. Oh my god. That's a lot of meetings. Tomorrow. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next to today's agenda. Reflect. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Yeah! I like that idea. Let's do that. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Get Chris out of... Oh, why is Chris in the broom closet? I thought I was in the broom closet. No, we're not doing that again. No, I went crazy enough last time. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, fuck you. Let's go down instead. Let's down here. There's a
But
car.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Where
All
am
because
I?
he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
I just
And
saw
then
this
something
car.
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Oh
None
my
of it
god,
made any
I'm just
logical
repeating the same
sense.
rooms over and over
And
again.
as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yep.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I don't know.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
You're just questioning this
And
now?
for that matter, these
Seems
rooms
like a
were
good
starting
time
to
to
look
question
pretty
it, I guess.
familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yes.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Yay!
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Oh, good.
And he thought to himself,
I guess.
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yeah, Stanley, you have a really
So,
boring job,
he
dude. Pushing
imagined
buttons is not
himself
very
flying
fun.
And began to gently float above
Whoa!
the ground.
Whoa! Whoa!
Then
Whoa!
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
I don't know.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Yeah.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Why is there a
Now the
voice in my
voice
head
was
dictating everything I'm
describing
doing and
itself
thinking?
being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility?
Shut up,
for it?
phone!
Stanley is as awake right now
Go
as
away.
he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah, voice.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Right.
That this was a dream.
That's what I'm gonna do.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt
up.
the cool
Wake up,
weight
Stanley.
of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I wish it to be over.
Let me go back to my job.
Let me go back to
Let
my
me
job.
continue pushing the buttons.
Let me continue pushing the
Please.
buttons.
It's all I want.
It's all I want.
I want my apartment
I want my
and my
apartment.
wife and my job.
And my job.
All I want is my life
All I
exactly the way it's
It's my
always
life
been.
exactly the way it is.
My life is normal.
My life is normal.
I am normal.
I am normal.
Everything will be fine.
What
I
kind of brainwashing
okay.
bullshit is this? Sounds like some kind of indoctrination, and I don't like it. Oh, look, it didn't work. Funny thing that.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
Stanley?
just someone tell me I am real.
I don't think you're real.
I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Oh.
And everything went black.
Oh! Stanley?
This is the story of a woman named Mariana.
Buddy, are you okay? I don't think you're okay.
Mariana woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that
Yeah,
moment,
they wear silly
she
wigs
thought
and talk to
herself how
themselves
lucky
in
she
rooms to
was
cameras.
be
Oh,
born.
wait, shit.
I am sane.
Fuck.
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
I don't.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
You go!
She
You
had
go
no time
build
for
your
this,
career,
so it was
Mariella.
only a
However the hell you
moment
pronounce
that
your
she
name.
stood there,
Yeah! You
staring
kill it!
down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Run! Run! Get there! Have your career be a strong, independent woman who don't need no man! Yeah! Oh. Okay. So I've done that. Okay, so.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
That's new.
Just a matter of time.
So, it seems to me like there's maybe 2 other paths I can take that I can think of. Because there's the sign that says escape right before the brain control room. And then there's actually pushing the button right and turning it off. But that's boring. We're not going to do that. So, I think we're going to go escape. See what happens. This has been a fun game. But now I think it is high time
When Stanley
that we
came to a set
end
of
it.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, yes. Entering the door. La da la da la. Okay. Going through.
Yet
Writing
there
in the
was not
walls.
a
It's
single
hilarious.
person
Look at
here
that. Oh
either.
my god. So funny. Ha
Feeling
ha
a
ha.
wave
I'm
of
laughing.
disbelief,
It's not like I've done
Stanley
this
decided to
sometimes.
go
Broom
up to
closet.
his boss's
Open it up.
office,
Nope.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay,
Coming
boss's
to a
room.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I feel like I'm doing a speed through. Yes. Executive bathroom. Need to take a shit. I've already said that joke. Ha! I'm so funny. I'm hilarious. I cannot
Stepping
ever
into
come
his
up with
manager's
anything to
office,
say because
Stanley
I'm
was
really
once again
boring.
stunned
Okay,
to
it was
discover not an indication of any
2, 8, 4,
human
5,
life.
wasn't it?
Shocked?
Yeah.
Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
That's right!
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Need some hippie dancing right here. I wish I was
Feeling
standing up so I could
soothed
belly dance.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator Man. That was very calming. Right. Elevator. Here we go. Loading, 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 loading. Loading. Gotta do the loading dance. Do the loading dance. Do the loading dance. I can never find anything to say during loading screens. Okay, there we
Descending
go.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
No, I don't. Shut up.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Whatever you
Why
say.
did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred
I
to
don't
him?
know.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Huh? Right. Here we are. Here we're
Stanley
going.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Escape!
Control
Must be
Facility.
Italian.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh. Shit.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, I'm good. Thanks, though.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Whee! Bye, cruel world. I won't miss you. Fuck you. Oh, dear. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Where are you taking me?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh no.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Oh no,
Perhaps
this is
his
not
death
good.
was no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from
Hello?
the blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted
Can
this
I,
violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Shit.
Stanley.
Hi. Yeah, I don't want to be crushed to death. Thank you. Oh. Oh.
Farewell,
Okay.
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Who are you?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I don't look very crushed. Oh! Where am I? What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
What is this?
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Whoa! Wait, is this... This is a behind-the-scenes section! I found the secret ending! Filing cabinets! Office computers! The two doors. The set of two doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Oh, I missed one. It's right over here. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has to be moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Huh. Interesting. Oh, and here's the doors. Here's the button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. That's cool. Oh, here's the credits. Oh, okay. Thank you for your original music. All these people. Thank you for your artwork. Thank you for your Steam support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin Brighting. You're hilariously funny. Thank you, all these people. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Okay, we're gonna look at the rest of this. Ooh, this is so cool! It's so cool! Okay. Boss's office. Scenes from the development of the boss's office. Wow. Fancy schmancy. Office clocks. Okay, what's over here? Before we go upstairs, I want to check out everything down here. Okay. Employee lounge. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game. Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Where? Where? What? Are there not any outtakes? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Maybe I'm just being stupid and missing something. I don't know. Alright, well, there's that. Let's go to the other side now. Ooh, this place is huge. Wow. You never really get to see the behind-the-scenes development of games. This is cool. Ooh. What's over here? The office. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Did we go there? I don't know if we went there or not. I probably didn't get all the endings. Oops. Greenlight. In September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process of approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. That means, either it was just a really good game, or, it's really easy to get Greenlight on Steam. Okay. More office stuff. The lounge. An early version of the lounge. It's a really empty lounge. Alright. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. the cargo lift. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we also decided we wanted the option of the player falling to their death. The apartment timer. In the previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh, wow. What's over here? Dude, this place is massive. Okay. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Wait, I don't think oh, this is the crazy ending, I think. Zending, or not. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Oh, so this part wasn't in the game at all. Oh, wow. Zending levers. These levers are originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color lever he had pulled. Wow. What's down here? Ooh. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Okay, right, we're not gonna watch that. You can watch that on your own on the Steam page or whatever, wherever it is. Okay. Countdown room, an early version of the countdown room. Countdown desk. Freedom ending. Oh, so if I undo the machine, if I do what the narrator tells me to do, if I do what I'm told, then I get a good ending. Ha, that's funny. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room would go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and place the 2 endings together instead. And that's something. We're going to keep looking around, I think, first, because it looks like that's the way out. Game design mockup. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout for this mockup is still in the game. Wow. Okay. Have I gone over here? No, these are employee offices. Stanley's office, from left to right. The evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Boom. 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 Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Well, looks like this is just about it. This is so cool. I'm so glad they included something like this. This is awesome. Okay, right. So, anyway, here we go. Let's exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I want to be free. Okay. Well, looks like this is going to be the end of the Stanley Parable. Join me next time when I play something that I actually want to play that I didn't play just because you fuckers I'm sure wanted me to. So, next time, a game I want to play. Yay. I think it'll either be Eve or Myst. We're gonna see, but I like both of them, and your opinions don't matter. So, yay. I'll see you then, everybody. Good night.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two.
We're not done.
You can stop the program before they both fail.
Okay.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now would be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
Okay. Okay. I made a choice. I made a good choice. That is my choice. I choose freedom, bitches! See you next time. Bye-bye!